The story of trees and challenges in life. Once upon a time, in a small village, there lived a boy named Ethan who lived with his grandparents. Every summer, Ethan would spend time visiting his grandfather and playing with him. One morning, while sitting by the fire with his grandfather, he asked, "Grandpa, when I grow up, I want to be successful, but I don't know how to achieve that. Can you tell me how?" Grandpa, who loved him dearly, smiled and said, "Of course, but you must follow my advice, okay?" Ethan nodded, his eyes bright with anticipation, hoping to hear some great secret. Grandpa led Ethan outside to a small garden full of plants. In the garden, he had planted many kinds of plants, but today, he pointed to two small trees in the corner. "Look, these are two identical trees. One is planted in a pot and placed inside the house, while the other is planted outside in the garden. Which one do you think will grow better in the future?" Ethan thought for a moment and then replied, "The plant inside the house will grow better because it won't have to face challenges like rain, storms, or harsh sunlight." Grandpa smiled kindly. "Let's wait in time, my dear." 4 years later, Ethan had grown much older. One day, he returned to visit his grandfather. After greeting his grandfather, Ethan said, "Grandpa, last time I asked you how to succeed, but you only said you'd show me the answer. I've waited 4 years for this, and now I want to know what you really meant." Grandpa smiled, patted Ethan on the shoulder, and said, "Be sure, my son. But first, let's go out to the garden and see how the two trees we planted 4 years ago are doing." The two trees and a life lesson. They went first to the plant in the pot. The plant had grown, but it was still a small, weak tree with sparse leaves. Then, he led Ethan outside to the plant that had been planted in the garden, exposed to the sun and the challenges of rain and storms. The outdoor plant had grown into a large tree, with wide branches and deep roots firmly anchoring it to the ground, like a strong ancient tree. Grandpa looked at Ethan and asked, "You see, which tree has grown stronger? Which one is more successful?" Ethan looked at the outdoor tree and replied, "The tree outside grew bigger, but how could it develop so well despite facing so many challenges, like rain, wind, and harsh sunlight?" Grandpa looked at Ethan, smiled, and said, "You see, the outdoor tree became strong because it faced challenges. It had to send its roots deep into the ground to withstand strong winds and endure harsh weather. These challenges made the tree stronger. The plant inside is different. It didn't face any challenges, living in a safe and comfortable environment. Therefore, even though it was carefully tended, it remained weak and small." Ethan listened to his grandfather's words and thought for a while. Then Grandpa continued, "Just like the plants in life, you will face many challenges. If you only choose easy paths, you will never truly grow. But if you dare to face challenges, no matter how tough they are, you will become stronger, and eventually, you will achieve the success you desire." Ethan looked up at his grandfather, his eyes bright. He realized that to succeed in life, one cannot always choose the easy path. Sometimes, it is the challenges and hardships that help us grow and become stronger. Life lesson. After that conversation, Ethan was no longer afraid of challenges. He learned that in life, challenges are not obstacles, but opportunities to learn and grow. "Thank you, Grandpa. I will remember your words and never be afraid of challenges again," Ethan said. Grandpa patted him on the shoulder, smiling. "I wish you always stay strong and steady, no matter what the circumstances are." From then on, Ethan faced every challenge in life with an optimistic mindset, seeing them as opportunities to learn and grow. He realized that just like plants need to endure rain and storms to grow, humans also need to overcome challenges to succeed. Life is like a challenging game. Each challenge is an opportunity to become stronger. Each challenge is an opportunity to learn and grow. So don't be afraid to face difficulties. See them as stepping stones towards success. No matter how hard the road may be, as long as you persist and strive, you will eventually reach your goal.